Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
Now today, you guys, we have some not so great news that's going on today with certain people out here, and these people happen to be Mr. Love and also Mr. West. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's a nice name, by the way, Love West or West Love. I think the Love West is better. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm just gonna call.
Love the Western Hemisphere, huh?
All these guys together is, when I say Love West, that means Mr. Diddy and Mr. Kanye West. So just remember those things right there. But like I was saying, back to regular scheduled programs, we have some situations going on today with Mr. Love West, and there's some things going on that we need to straighten out because, when these things occur like this on these social media sites, I am the go-to man to straighten these things out because it seems like I'm the only one can straighten these things out because the majority of the people that's roaming around all on those alleged platforms and things like that, you already know, and so you're basically definitely not going to never get the truth out of those people. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing but throw you for a loop daily. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we don't do, is we don't get mind boggled or we don't get through for loops over here. You see what I'm saying? Because we know that it's always a bigger picture and a bigger agenda, especially when you're dealing with the Diddy, a.k.a. Mr. Love, replaces Kanye, joins Jay-Z in Billionaire Club on 2022 list of wealthiest hip-hop artists. So Mr. Puffy, Mr. Puff Daddy Sean Puffy Combs. Now let me get this right, Sean Puffy Combs. You has succeeded Mr. Kanye West and basically took Mr. Kanye's West spot on the billionaires list, right? Strange, huh? See, and the reason why I'm going to tell you it's strange, Mr. Diddy, is because of this here. I can't even really see how you are a billionaire right now, Diddy, because, listen, I understand you got longevity in the game and things of that nature like that, but you ain't really putting out no platinum hits, Diddy. I don't really see no big major companies that you got doing stuff. Like, only reason I could see Ye like moving up in that billionaire lane like that because he just wasn't all about music. See, Diddy, you're just all about music. And the music is not making billionaires. It's not the music. So stop saying musical artists and musicians and rap artists and things like that. They're not making billions in the rap game. The only reason how Kanye got in that billion mark, it was because of Adidas. Now you see when Adidas jumped out, what they got him at? Down at 400 million. You see what I'm saying? So listen here. Puffy is not making that type of money. Puffy ain't making no money. Puffy ain't got no ventures out here to be really jumping up there like that. And this is the strange part of how I'm trying to see how he'll be in there. Jay-Z became a billionaire not off of music, off of the 40-40 clubs, the other ventures he made with the basketball teams and things of that nature, and Tidal and the card thing, the credit card thing, and all those things. Like, this is what's making a billionaire. But I don't see how Puffy is a billionaire. The only way Puffy can be a billionaire right now, the only way Puffy can be a billionaire right now, if Puffy is getting Biggs money. And see, and this is why I think Puffy and them threw that Biggs back out too, because Puffy definitely got paid ugly off there. Puffy got the rights to Notorious Big stuff. See, because that's the only way I can see him being a billionaire, because he made all the money off off Notorious Big's music. Notorious Big CDs are going down in history, and then they just redid them again. He made all the money off that. All the movies or anything that come out with Biggie Smalls on the documentaries, all that stuff. Almost everything that has been entwined with the Notorious Big's name since the day that guy lost his life, Puffy has been getting money off of Notorious Big. He also gets money off of Black Rob. He also gets money off of Craig Mack. He also gets money off of Mace. He also gets money.
Man, Black Rob, man, that was my nigga, man. Like, man. Before he blew up, said, that's Eric Sherman's cousin. You know, me and Phil was real tight. Eric Summer brother. We used to be at the rim shop downtown Atlanta and shit. That's where Rob was always at. Shit, we used to be downstairs at the rim shop playing motherfucking video games and all kind of shit, man. Yeah, man, that was my nigga, man. Black Rob, man. Fuck.
Off of 112. He also gets money off of Mary J. Blige. See, this is like he's not a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? They could throw Puffy up there for that roof, but they got assets and all type of stuff up in there like that. And then that's just another way to try to allegedly try to tear Mr. Kanye West's empire down and his reputation and everything else that he.
Oh, Jay. Said Jay-Z, Jazzo, I knew Jazzo when we studied under Malachi V. York in Atlanta together with, we was met through Tariq L., the Hemisphere, the Traveler, my brother Traveler, and I'm the Drifter.
Built. The 5 richest acts in hip-hop have amassed a combined wealth of $3.8 billion, according to a new report from former Forbes entertainment editor O'Malley Greenberg, who now covers the business and music at Substacks. It's a few million more than the 3.17 billion pre-pandemic total, but the distribution of wealth has undergone some significant changes as recently as this week. It said it went some insignificantly changes recently as this week. So they're talking about the Kanye falling off the list. See, but let me get this right here. This is where the numbers is wrong and things don't seem right. This is what I be trying to tell y'all. Y'all have to pay attention to. Now listen to this. It says the 5 richest acts in hip hop have amassed a combined wealth of $3.8 billion. Okay, now here's where we at, you guys. Now you just heard them say that the 5 wealthiest artists out right now are these rap artists. The 5 wealthy rap artists out right now, all of them combined are worth $3.8 billion, right? So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, you guys. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's round that $3.8 billion off to $4 billion, right? Let's round it off to $4 billion. Now they just said within the last week, these numbers has took a dramatic turn, right? So if they took a dramatic turn within the last week, that's because of Kanye West, right? And guess what Kanye West lost? $2 billion, right? So what that leave us with? $2 billion, right? It leave us with $2 billion left. So how is 5 of them billionaires? Please hit that like button if y'all see how surgical the Don is. Okay, you guys, it's box time. Let's put them in the box. So even if you guys want to say, okay, well, that's not even, the 3.8 million is not even including Kanye's money, Mr. Don, then guess what? It doesn't make a difference. Anyway, you flip it, 3.8 million, 8 billion, I'm so sorry, 3.8 billion, 5 people cannot be billionaires. Guess what? It's not even 5 billionaires. So how is 5 people billionaires? It said that the 5 richest artists out right now amass a combined $3.8 billion. And the last time I checked, combined means together. Hit the like button, you guys, if combined means together. And this is what I say, you have to pay attention to certain things. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I'm telling y'all, this dude Diddy is not a billionaire. That was just to get up under Kanye's skin and make Kanye West look even worse and worse. Anything that they can try to pull to make Mr. West look like this so-called bad person or tarnish his reputation. You see what I'm saying? Jay-Z continues his range as hip-hop's richest artist with a net worth of $1.5 billion, still riding the high since he became the genre's first billionaire in 2019. So let me get this right. Jay-Z is worth 1.5 billion, right? So that's 1.5 billion after 3.8, which leave us with 2.3 billion left, right? Now we have 4 more alleged artists on this list. Now, could anyone show me how we can get 4 billion out this 2.3 billion? You see what I'm saying? How can we get that up out of there? Strange, I don't know. But now let's say this here. Now let's say if we put Kanye 2 billion with that, that will make 5.8 billion, which will almost be 6 billion. So you mean to tell me when one person leaves, it basically knocks 3 people down? It has to, because this is what the numbers say, and they always told me that numbers don't lie. The biggest cut in West Network came from the loss of his deal with Adidas, who has issued a statement earlier this week saying Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitic comments and any of that sort of hate speech. Recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, and they violate the company values and diversity and include.
This shit is crazy because I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even stunt. The majority of the people who purchased our product was other than black. We got Mexicans, we got whites who be buying our shit. Hell, one of the people said she just did a video drop and didn't charge me, you know, for doing this shit. Though I did donate a bottle to her, but still, she white. White lives matter. Cause we always gotta be outside of. It's so much hate. Gil Scott Heron said it the best. Home is where the hatred is. So motherfuckers from your home, your own people gon' motherfucker not push your shit. They ain't gon', you know, they ain't gotta bother shit, but they ain't gonna even lift a goddamn fingernail. So shit, if you getting a lot of support from other than your people, then they lives matter. They don't give a fuck if they blue, black, green, white, or purple. Shit, if a motherfucker supporting your shit, then they shit matter. Because it affect your shit.
Inclusions, mutual respect, and fairness. Okay, now I can respect that, what Adidas said and how they run their company, because it's just a big company and it is versatile. You see everybody, they deal with all type of people, buy Adidas and things like that. But what Adidas is not being all the way alleged truthful is about the financial situation with Mr. Kanye West. And then we got to look at it like this here. They say the 5 artists. You see what I'm saying? But the strange thing about it is Kanye made.
Man, another thing is Adidas and all them motherfuckers, they ain't got no motherfucking win to say a goddamn thing when motherfuckers been supporting their shit for goddamn years. So what if y'all ain't like what the fuck Kanye said? Y'all motherfuckers owe it to the motherfucking culture anyway. Cause y'all done made so much motherfucking money and still making money off of the motherfucking culture. How the fuck dare you, man? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Motherfuckers are sick, boy.
Them billions from Adidas. You see what I'm saying? He did make it from his music. He made it from Adidas, and that's why I kept telling y'all that Kanye lost billions of dollars to Adidas. If you go check my video, it's down there, timestamped. I'm the first one that ever said it. Now everybody else want to run around and try to say it. You see, all my Kanye West videos was about Kanye West and Adidas and how Adidas owned the majority of Kanye West
They should be
and the
making
majority of his
Run
money.
DMC
I
should
told
be
y'all
making
that
motherfucking money off of
owns the majority.
Kanye.
Now you see when
Because
Adidas cut
he
ties,
was fucking
now
with
what
Adidas.
happened? $2 billion left,
They put
right?
it down.
Okay, so the strange part about
Fuck
it,
Adidas.
$2 billion left.
Fuck y'all
As
talking
soon
about?
as Adidas cut ties with him, then we can say Jay-Z was untruthful on his magnificent bars that everybody said the best bars they ever heard in life when he said he made Kanye a billionaire, Riri a billionaire, and Bron a billionaire. But the strange part about that is when Adidas took the $2 billion, Kanye is not a billionaire. He's at 400 million. So strange. Now that tells you that Jay-Z didn't make Kanye a billionaire. Adidas did. And this is the proof. And you can't tell me it's not the proof. Hit the like button, you guys, if that is the proof. That is the proof. I told you Jay-Z did not make him a billionaire. Adidas did.
Well,
And just like
Jay-Z,
I'm telling you, if Puffy is a
he ain't
billionaire, Puffy didn't make himself
he
a
just made it to a
billionaire.
billionaire. Why would he make
Biggs,
Kanye a billionaire?
a.k.a. Christopher
Why would
Wallace
he?
did.
Before he
Seemingly
really made
unbothered,
it.
as if he had a choice. The rapper returned to Instagram after a day-long ban to declare, "I lost $2 billion in one day, and I'm still alive. The money is not who I am. The people is who I am." And Kanye was talking facts right there.
Yeah.
And the people is who he is.
It ain't
like
about the
Kanye,
dead
that's
lumber.
Kanye West. Like, as long as he got 400 million, Kanye West can jump back up to 2 billion. Because you got to understand, a lot of these people, Adidas and all them, got back on track and came off a spiral downfall because of Kanye West. Duh, if he can do it once, he can do it again. But this time he can do it by himself, but he ain't got to chop all his money off the people. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
why he said make his own narrative. He's a
Meanwhile,
goddamn
Diddy
genius.
surged into the billionaire club.
And
Comes
they gotta
controversy
face
of
the
a
truth.
year of investments in
nationality and
valuable
the whole
assets,
nine.
including his Ciroc partnership with Diego, which draws in $60 million annually.
All the shit
The
Malachi
musician
Z.
turned
York was saying.
entrepreneur also benefits from his partial ownership of Delon Tequila and
UNC.
Revolt. The media network launched in
Number
2013,
215/93.
for which Diddy
Google.
is majority
Google
shareholder.
that. UNC
We know Diddy is
215/93.
he has the most share
man.
holding in the Revolt thing.
See,
right?
me and Jazzo was in class
Revolt
about.
can't make Diddy a billionaire, right?
Shout out
okay, we're
Jazzo.
gonna get that one right there. Then they say, he said, meanwhile, Diddy surges into the billionaire club comes controversy of years of investments and valuable assets. Now we know Diddy got assets, including his Ciroc partnership, which Diego, which is draws in $60 million annually. Now, say if Diego and them jump up and cut ties with Mr. Diddy off Ciroc, that's that $60 million annually gone. Puts a major dent in that money. See, and then they're not counting money, they're counting these guys' assets and things of that nature like that. You're counting assets and years of assets and Ciroc and things of that nature like that. You got to understand this here. Kanye just lost $2 billion in one wop. You see what I'm saying? $2 billion in one wop. So now you say Diddy made the billionaire club because his assets and all of those things like that. But Diddy ain't got $1 billion in the bank because we already know what's in the bank is $3.8 billion, right? And Jay-Z got $1.5 billion of that, which leaves $2.3 billion left. So you're telling me that Jay-Z got 1.5 million, almost close to 2 billion of that 3.8, and the rest of y'all, and then there's some more money, and then the rest of everything else supposed to be assets. Well, why they didn't give us the total number of the assets and all of those things like that as well? And then we can do the real numbers, but they can't give us the total numbers of that because they're just telling you that this guy Diddy is a billionaire. He's not. The majority of the money Diddy has made more off of Notorious Big than he has made off of Revolt, than he has made off of Ciroc, than he has made off any more of that stuff. Any one of his valuable assets, Biggie's name is worth more than it. Rounding out the list are two artists heading in seemingly opposite directions. One falling as the other rises. Gilbert Banner, Milan lands in 4th position on the list with a net worth of $410 million, thanks to large parts to his Bay Area Cannabis Empire Cookies. The company sells 70 strands of that stuff, 2,000 and all that stuff like that. So you have the dude, he has 400 million. Some dude named Bernard Milan lands in fourth. So if he land in fourth with 410 million, then that just, because all of his assets and all those things and things of that nature like that, that means Kanye is still worth more than him, because Kanye lost $2 billion. Y'all still ain't adding up, and he still got 400 million in the bank, but y'all haven't added up Kanye West's assets. Now that's one thing Kanye do got. I know he got millions and millions and millions. I probably got close to $1 billion in assets. You got to understand, when Kanye first got started, Kanye was buying those paintings and things like that. Kanye was paying $250,000 for those paintings and those things like that. So Kanye definitely has assets too, if y'all want to do it like that. Dr. Dre trails closely behind Brandon with a 400 million net worth. Though he isn't expected to see the numbers rise as much as his competition.
When they say assets and all that shit, that means, like, if you got a deal with Nike and they say, okay, you might not have $5 million in the bank account in cash, but we're willing to push $5 million worth of work behind you, and accumulation of whatever else that this work may bring. Some of it might be cash, but it could be, you know, 500,000 in marketing, this, that, or other. Whatever they sweat equity they're gonna put behind you, that is an asset, and the ass accumulate to your worth. It don't mean that you got the motherfucking cash in your bank account. That mean all the deals that you got, that you signed that contract, that they willing to put behind you. That's all of that shit. That's how this shit works.
Despite once having a network
land, if you got land, if you got a,
fortunes,
you know,
have
you paid off your $1 million house or whatever,
Jimmy Iovine,
can't be a liability,
which cost
can't
him
be in
$70
debt.
million,
They don't count
and
that.
the $40 million purchase of Tom Brady Gazelle's Los Angeles mansion. By the end of the year, Dr. Dre is expected to have handed over $50 million as part of a $100 million settlement paid to his ex-wife, half of which has already been paid. See, these guys are counting companies and what certain companies are worth and things like that, and counting assets and things like that, and just throwing people in this billionaire club. Because these people right here only have 400 and something million in their accounts, and then you're calling on their assets, and some of you count their assets and things of that.
Some of them even got 400 million in their account that they got access to. Some of them got less than that, but they still worth $1 billion because of the deals they got that's working on their behalf. You know what I'm saying? That builds them up to say, okay, we willing to put so much behind you because we feel that you worth this much. So that's what all that accumulation goes into the acquisition of the situation.
Nation. So Kanye has 400 million in his account, and we know that he has enough assets to generate, I mean, that can be generated to $1 billion. But these people just want to...
And his shit was written in their contract, which is documented, and they can look in black and white and say, hey, Adidas says he's worth this much because they putting this much power behind him for his shit, so he got that. It on paper, black and white, but it motherfucking definitely ain't in goddamn greenbacks in the bank account or digital.
Use companies and things like that, which if these companies decide to stop doing partnership with you and things like that, you're going to fall down in that category. But basically, you're not even making the money. The money is really not even there. They're just telling you,
that's the sweat equity. That's what they willing to put behind you that bring your worth up that says that you worth that because of their efforts to put behind you, though you don't have the money in your bank account, but they got the machine behind them or the money in their bank account to say they vouching for you. And it's like partnership, like, hey, we vouching for him, we got this much behind him, so that's gonna boost your motherfucking numbers up.
What this company is worth. Because if they want to look at it like this, this is why Dr. Dre fell shy of getting on the billionaires list too, because he was at 800 million in his account. This wasn't even with assets and things. He was, well, I don't really know. But yes, it was. Because now this is why they said he's down to 400 million. Because he did 70 million with what's the name of him, and then his other money and other stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? He had that in his account. Now, Jay-Z probably is the one that probably has $1 billion in his account and probably a $500 million worth of assets. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So this list right here is like, basically it's not accurate. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not accurate.
Assets could be houses, cars,